Hi, I'm Fitty Trent, and today I'm going to give you my top 10 remaining NHL free agents. These are the free agents that have not been signed to an NHL team yet, but I think they're good enough to stay in the NHL. At number 10 is Luke Schenn. Luke Schenn is definitely a defenseman who needs to have the reset button hit on his career. He was a great two-way defenseman when he played with Toronto, but his career just did not play out when he played for the Flyers. He's about to hit his prime at 26 years old, and he'd be a very good defenseman on a rebuilding team, so he would not be feeling too much pressure when it comes to his production. Number 9 is Alex Tanguay. He's a proven scorer in his younger days when he played with greats like Sakic, Forsberg, Solani, Correa, and he can still put up second or third line numbers. He is a good playmaker who can definitely play well on anyone's second line power play, and I think he's going to go to a playoff team. He'd definitely work out best there. Number 8 is Brandon Pirri. Pirri is proving to himself to be a great third liner. He's still on the younger side too, at 25 years of age, and Pirri does not want a lot of money, so you can get him cheap. And with him being at such a young age, he'd be perfect for a rebuilding team. They would love to have him as some talented depth on their roster to teach even their younger guys. For number 7, my personal choice would be Brad Richards. Richards has definitely been slowing down when it comes to his point production as a forward, but Richards has been part of 2 Stanley Cup winning franchises and won a Conn Smythe and Lady Byng trophy in the same year. Richards is a pretty good penalty killer, and he's still a pretty good player to have on your second line power play. Overall, he'd be a good third line center for any playoff bound team. Number 6 is Patrick Elias. Elias has been quite inconsistent lately as a member of the New Jersey Devils. He's been bouncing between first line and second line forward point-wise, and he scored over 1,000 points in his career. The downside, he's already 39 years of age, and he's been battling some regular season injuries. For a team that's looking to bolster their forwards for a strong playoff run, they might want to take a chance on him because you never know, he might help them out. Number 5 is Shane Doan. He is the true veteran forward of the game, almost 1,500 games played. He's been a true leader in the NHL as he's worn the captaincy longer than any current captain. Now, Doan's been putting up second line numbers for the Coyotes for the last 4 years now, so Doan would probably be a good second or third liner for any Stanley Cup contending team. Definitely a good free agent to pick up. Number 4, Justin Schultz. Schultz is a top 6 defenseman who is just about to hit his prime, as he's only 26 years of age. He's still growing a little bit with a little bit of potential. He might even grow to a top 4 defenseman. He'd be a very good depth player to have on any playoff team's roster, or a full-time defenseman for a rebuilding team. Both sides would be interested in him. Just like both sides would probably be interested in Yuri Hudler. Hudler has always been a pretty good player for a couple years now. Hudler was a point-of-game player just a couple years ago and won the Lady Byng trophy. He's getting a little bit older though, at 32, but he could still be a very effective weapon on a team's third or second line, and he could definitely pay the power play. Number 2, Chris Russell. He has proven himself to be a solid top 4 defenseman, and Russell is an okay two-way defenseman who is definitely someone who would be good on the penalty kill. This is one of the youngest players in the entire free agency left, as he's only 29 years of age, and he'd be ideal for any team contending for that Stanley Cup. And my number 1 pick is definitely going to shock you, as number 1 is Jimmy Vesey. Vesey who? That's right, he's one of the youngest free agents at 23 years of age. He's never played a game in the NHL, but he's been a point-of-game player the last 2 years with his Harvard team. This would be an ideal player for the team that is well poised to win the Stanley Cup for this next season, because he'd be a good depth player. He'd also be great for any rebuilding team, as he'd be an excellent player to start your rebuild. Now, that's my top 10 of the remaining free agents left in the NHL. Please do comment below to tell me who you think is the top 10 free agents, and which teams would you like those players to go to. Let me know. Thank you very much for watching.